In this lesson, let's talk about SOLIDWORKS basic file types and document templates. First of all, when you go to create a new document in SOLIDWORKS through the New command, SOLIDWORKS gives you three options: parts, assemblies, and drawings. These are the three basic document types in SOLIDWORKS. And each one of these buttons represents a template. A template is just an empty file that contains a lot of settings. So a part template is an empty part template that has settings that are relevant to parts. You can have multiple templates for parts depending on things like units that you might want to use, inch or metric. You could have templates for sheet metal parts or for aluminum parts or special for plastic parts. There are several things that are contained within each template that I'm going to show you right now. We're just going to go through creating a part template, and later on, when we get into assemblies and drawings, you can apply the same information to create your own templates for those as well. So to create a template, we actually have to start from a template. So let's just click OK, and we've got our blank part now. Now let's say that one of the things in our template that we want to set up is we want to change the plane names. So let's click on the front plane and then click the Normal To button. And if we look at the axes on the screen, the front plane is the XY plane. So I'm going to rename this, and you just rename it by doing the Microsoft thing, which is click on it twice or hit F2. So I'm going to say front XY, and then let's change the top plane, and that's the top XZ, and then the right plane will be the right YZ. Okay, so that's one thing that you can set up in templates. And now the next thing is units. This little indicator down here is one way you can change that, but let's go to Tools, Options. Remember, we set up a hotkey for that. That's O on the keyboard. And under Tools Options, anything under Document Properties is actually information that can be changed in the template. Now, the very first thing that you need to look at, and I'm glad this came up, is your overall drafting standard. I was using a brand new default template installed with SOLIDWORKS, and SOLIDWORKS has decided to give me an ISO drafting standard. Now, I'm in the US, and in the US, we don't use ISO drafting standards because ISO standard typically uses first angle projection, and Americans read drawings using third angle projection. ISO is used in some European countries. So I'm going to change this to ANSI standard, and then I'm going to go to units and say, well, I want my basic units to be inches. So I'll set inch, pound, second up at the top. I want this to be 3 places. Notice that SOLIDWORKS gave me a warning that my drafting standard has been changed to ANSI modified. And I want this to be 3 places. Angle, I think I'd prefer to have no decimal places on the angle. Dual dimension will be millimeters, should I choose to use it. And millimeters will have just 2 places. Okay, so this is set up for my typical dimensioning method. Now, there may be some other things in here you want to change. If you want to go through all of these individually, there's a lot of information on annotations, but this is, after all, just a part. So you may not want to get too carried away on this unless there's something you feel strongly about. Wait until you get to drawings to get really carried away with tweaking how each one of the annotations and the dimensions and everything else of that sort looks. One of the things you might want to have a look at is your image quality. Depending on the quality of your video card, you might want to bump this up a little bit. Save tessellation with part document means SOLIDWORKS viewers can access your part, but it bumps up your file size a little bit. Use isometric zoom to fit view for document preview. This means the view that you see in Windows Explorer as a preview will always be an isometric view. So you might want to model your parts with that in mind. There are a lot of settings in here, some of which we'll go through in the course of this class. But for now, we've set the settings that we need to have. So I'll go down and say OK. Let's change the background as well. I just want a plain white background. All right, so now let's go to File, Save As, and I'm going to save this part as a part template. And SOLIDWORKS is going to put me in the folder for part templates. If you look at the path for this, it's putting the data in a folder created by the SOLIDWORKS installation. But what I want to do is put this into my own special area. So I'm going to go onto my D drive into the special folder called Library. And then in here, I'll have a folder called Templates, Infinite Skills Templates. And I'll call this Infinite Skills Part Template and give it a date so we know when this was created. Okay, and now we can exit this file. The next time we go to create a new part, SOLIDWORKS is still just giving us these three choices. And these three choices are the defaults. If you switch to the advanced interface, SOLIDWORKS will allow you to select from a larger selection of templates, but they are still just in the default folders. They aren't in the special folder where I saved my custom template. So what I have to do is tell SOLIDWORKS where my custom folder is. You go to Tools Options to do this, and go to File Locations. The first thing I'm going to do is get rid of all of the SOLIDWORKS default templates. And then I'm going to add the special folder. So that's under Library, Templates. I'm just going to add the entire templates folder. Say OK, and OK. Now when I go to create a new SOLIDWORKS document, I get a bigger range of files to choose from. Every tab in the new SOLIDWORKS document window is a folder within the folder that I selected as my templates folder. So if we take a look at all of these, let's look at them in detail so I can see the date. Okay, the Infinite Skills part template is right here. So let's start a new part file based on that. See, my inches have come up, my named planes have come up, and I'm all set. Let's go back to the SOLIDWORKS settings for templates. In file locations, I told it where my templates were, but there are several other things in here that you might want to consider defining special locations for. Notice that there are a lot of different types of templates. Whole table templates, journal templates, template folder for costing reports, bend table templates, all sorts of things. They all use kind of the same method, where the template includes a blank file with all the settings that you want to use in it. From here, let's look at the default templates. And SOLIDWORKS is still pointing at the old locations. So let's look at changing the part location. So I want this to be my default part template. And for assemblies, I'll pick an Infinite Skills inch template. And for my drawings, Infinite Skills B-size inch. If you haven't done it already, copy the templates folder from your Infinite Skills working files into a location on your computer where you can set up a local library that will not be destroyed every time SOLIDWORKS is uninstalled or reinstalled.